adding exercise into your 5 to 9 schedule. Today, we are talking about something that can literally transform not just your body, but your mindset, your social life, and even your productivity. It's been proven again and again in every study I've read that adding some exercise into your day can boost your health, increase your lifespan, and even help with your mood. So, in today's episode, I want to get you to do some exercise. And notice I didn't say a workout routine or hitting the gym. Don't get me wrong, those are great options, but there is something uniquely powerful about engaging in sports. And by sports, I mean activities like football, hockey, swimming, and the sorts. So, why am I choosing sports? Let's dive into the why, the how, and how it can work for even the busiest among us. Welcome back to the 5 to 9 Job, the podcast about using the hours after work and before your day starts to build the life that you want. I'm your host Raymond, and today we are talking about the benefits of adding some form of exercise into your day, be it sports or working out. And I'm actually feeling a whole lot confident today because this is the second time I'm taking the script. The first time I literally pressed record and it wasn't recording. Guys, it's so painful to reach the end of your script and you have been crushing it and find out that it's not been recording all along. But anyway, let me just try to do this all again and I hope it's as good as the first. And if it's not, you didn't get to hear the first one, so you can't judge me. So, anyway, getting back to our topic, I do have to say that I lean more into physical sports more than the gymming just because I enjoy playing tennis and there is no workout out there that could ever substitute that for me. I love the sport, yes, but for a few of my friends, I see them hitting the gym because it's just another thing they have to check off their to-do list. They go and they lift the weights, they run on the treadmill, they maybe do some stretches, and that's it. They literally have headsets on or in the whole time. They have minimal to no interaction with others, and man, there is no one cheering you. Okay, there are people watching you and everything, but it's not the same. I am just sincerely biased and might be hitting with the gym guys because I am lazy. So, yeah, let's not take anything personally. I just wanted to put that out there that I might lean more towards the sports side more than the gym, but there are definitely people out there that the gym does work for. Very many people. I have two friends actually that are very obsessed with the gym. These guys like the mirrors, they like the quiet place to think and just be in their zone. They just do their thing. And that's also okay. The goal of this podcast is to help you get some exercise in. So this podcast will still be relevant for you, whether you are a gym person, whether you are a sports person, whether you are a track person or if you are a couch person, you need to get up. And I hope by the end of this episode, I would have convinced you too. Okay, so when I personally think of sports, I think fun, I think competitive, I think dynamic, because that's how the sports that I have been engaged in are. For sports, it's not just about challenging your muscles, it's about your brain as well. Think about it this way: when you are on a basketball court, on a tennis court, or even playing soccer at a park or a soccer field, wherever you are literally making all these quick, minute decisions. You are staying focused, trying to anticipate where the other player is going to put this and this, who is going to react how. You are constantly adapting, and that's why most people will stick more to the sports just because of that engaging character that it has other than the gym. Because when you go to the gym, you lift weights. It's really not that fun. Okay? You don't have people cheering you on. You don't have all this other involvement that people have when they are playing sports like basketball. Because you see, with sports, you are not just working out. You are playing, you are socializing, you are literally enjoying yourself. So the beauty, therefore, in incorporating some exercise into your 5 to 9 schedule is that it's flexible. Whether you are a morning person, you can literally play tennis at sunrise, you can hit the gym, you can join a running group. Or if, on the other hand, you prefer the evenings, most sports leagues, most recreational clubs and get ups and meetups meet after work. So it's kind of not okay for you to say you don't have time to get some exercise in. I have personally found that evenings and Sundays are perfect for me, or they work for me. You know, after the stress of the day, or when I have just put it all into one bowl and I am trying to release it at the end of the week on Sunday, hitting court or going for a run just feels like an instant reset. You find that it actually helps you to, and in an active way, to disconnect from the work, to disconnect from whatever is stressing you, even with life, not just with work alone. You try to connect with yourself, and if you're playing with others, you find that you're connecting with others. And the thing about sports and exercising in general is that you have so many options to choose from. Guys, you have so many options to choose from. I i will most definitely and constantly refer to tennis and jogging or track because those are my go-to options. But there are so many others. I mean, even when you look at the whole gym area, the whole gym ecosystem, it is just one good aggregated option. Because even within this, you can break it down into leg days, chest days, arm days, midsection, and so on. And then you have other sports that you can do besides tennis. I mean, there is pickleball. These days, you realize that there are a lot of pickleball. I don't know if they are called courts as well, that are being put up. I mean, pickleball is a very good option. It's one I want to try out. I mean, first of all, it's fast paced. It has that quick reaction time that I like. It's easy to learn because you're literally hitting a ball as hard as you can. Same thing as tennis. And then it's literally growing in popularity. Or if you want to, stay traditional, there is basketball. With basketball, and the thing I love about basketball is that you can just join a casual pickup game, or you can join a league, and it helps you with so much. It helps you with your cardio. It helps you to get some of that good social interaction. You guys, the vibe that basketballers have is nice to be around. That's why I like it. And then they are options that some of us fall into: the table tennises, the badminton, the lawn tennis, where you definitely need to schedule games with friends or join a local club. There is Kampala Club, there is Lugogo, there is Kabira, things like that, whereby you need to schedule something. And then if you are eccentric, there are options like cycling and running, just because they have that added advantage of exploration, the sunlight, the general heart health. It's actually become more common to meet guys cycling around the Northern Express and actually running. You will see guys running every day in the evening, even in town, where it's all fumed up with all those cars around you, but guys are still getting their run in. So you literally have no excuse. You have no excuse. You have to get up. Or if you don't want to get up, you are more of these mindful Zen physio guys. You like those kinds of activities. There is yoga, for you guys that are stretchy and bendy. Personally, I'm stiff, so that's not for me. There is martial arts for you gently guys. And then there is this one I like, although I'm not so good at it. There is swimming. You guys, swimming is so relaxing, and there's just so many other options. The key is definitely in picking something that you enjoy, not just something for the workout, because you get bored. But if you enjoy it and you enjoy the game, you're not going to feel the pressure of having to go to it. You'll actually want to go there. Now, like for me on court, I hate rain just because it disorganizes my schedule. But if I could go to court every day after work, I would go. You get it? So just make sure you pick something that you enjoy. Make sure you can at least fit something small into your schedule. I do get it. I get it that sometimes work feels all consuming, but that's actually why you need this more. To have some form of exercise that is actually therapeutic to you. Trust me, the tighter your schedule is, the more you actually need this. Even just 30 minutes can make a huge difference. So go out there, find local groups or clubs that meet once a week, or commute to just a very short morning session, evening session, midnight session. I don't know if Madame will accept you to, or if you will accept Madame for a midnight session. But I mean, if you are really pressed for time, start with something simple. You can start by stretching. Stretching is a good one. I actually have a story on this, and maybe you might relate with it. So a few months ago, I had a constant back pain. My work day generally involved a lot of sitting, and actually, just my entire day involved a lot of sitting. I would wake up, sit on bed, maybe work on something, maybe read a book, and then I would sit in a taxi. Then I would come sit at work. Then I would sit on a border, then sit on another taxi, and then sit at the dining table while eating food, or while scrolling on IG and everything, and YouTube. And then you literally go through this 5 a.m. to midnight period, and there's been a lot of sitting. So at the end of it all, I ended up developing a back issue. I tried stretching, I tried standing a couple of times, and the truth is, my job involves me to move around a lot, a few times through the day. But that still didn't help. Nothing worked for me better than being on court. And I'm not just hyping tennis, it was tennis for me. The movements, the stretching, it was like my back would just be straightened and ironed out into place. And with time, obviously not like immediately, with time, the backache started to reduce, regardless of the fact that I was either still sitting more or sitting less. I can't really quantify how much more or less I was sitting, but I do know it improved because I just started to be more stringent on having to have my exercise put in. So, if you are someone who sits all day, you need to exercise. It is therapy. It forces you to move in ways that your body is craving, because when you have back pain, that is your body trying to tell you that, you know what, we need this. So you need to listen. You need to get that exercise in. You also need that connection to people in a not so wound up environment like the way it is at work. So it's not just for your body and getting stronger, it's also for your relationships. I have made some of my closest relationships through tennis, and trust me, that sense of belonging, of having a crew, of having, these birthdays you can see every Saturday, every evening, it's literally priceless. So please take it on and begin today. Just go out there and pick a sport that you enjoy or you are curious about, that you could just want to learn. Start small. There is no need to commit to a league right now that you have to play every Saturday and something like that. Just find a group, find a partner. Check out the local clubs, the meetup groups. Set out a time in your 5 to 9 schedule, whether it's once a week or it's a few times a month, although a few times a month is a bit stretched out, but just block it out and stay consistent. The key is to make it a habit. That's when you get that compounded benefit for everything that you are doing. So, for everyone that has stuck in to this point, thank you for tuning into the 5 to 9 job. I hope that this episode helped you and it helps us to get better. If you liked it, kindly share it with a friend. I've been a little bit more energetic in this episode. I don't know why. Maybe just because I was taking it for the second time. I don't know if this should be the vibe I use in the other episodes, or if I was being too loud in your ears and you guys are like, just go back, go back. So anyway, just let me know all that in the comments. Please like, subscribe, follow, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode of the 5 to 9 job. I'm your host, Raymond. Thank you for tuning in.